Welcome back to Grip News 2M, your ultimate source for sports analysis and UFC commentary. We've just wrapped up an action-packed night at Madison Square Garden for UFC 309, featuring an incredible prelim card that delivered knockout moments and unforgettable submissions. Buckle up as we break down the top highlights and results from the prelims before the main event of Jon Jones vs. Stipe Miocic. The prelims set the stage with a mix of veteran experience and rising talent. Let's dive into the standout performances. Eduarda Moura vs. Veronica Hardy. Eduarda Moura kicked off the night with a dominant victory over Veronica Hardy. Despite moving up to flyweight after struggling with weight cuts in the strawweight division, Moura looked stronger than ever. She landed heavy shots in the first round and controlled Hardy on the ground throughout the second. Moura's sharp striking and grappling secured her a unanimous decision win, moving her to an impressive 11-1 record. Oban Elliott's KO masterclass. Next up, we witnessed a sensational knockout from Oban Elliott, aka the Welsh Gangster. Elliott faced off against Basil Hafez and delivered a striking clinic throughout the first two rounds. Early in the third round, Elliott landed a powerful right hand that sent Hafez crashing to the canvas. The follow-up strikes were enough to force the referee to step in, marking Elliott's first UFC stoppage win and extending his winning streak to 8 fights. This performance shows Elliott is ready for a step up in competition, and we may soon see him on a main card assignment. Ramiz Brahimaj stuns in his hometown. The Bronx native, Ramiz Brahimaj, made his return to New York City a memorable one. Brahimaj faced Mickey Gall in a highly anticipated bout. After some back-and-forth exchanges, Brahimaj landed a massive right hand to Gall's temple, ending the fight with a first-round knockout. It was an emotional win for Brahimaj, marking his first victory in over 2 years. The crowd at Madison Square Garden erupted as the hometown hero secured a much-needed comeback win. This victory was a pivotal moment for Brahimaj as he looks to rebuild momentum in the welterweight division. Marcin Tybura's strategic TKO victory. Polish veteran Marcin Tybura showcased his experience against Jonata Diniz with a TKO victory via doctor stoppage. Despite getting clipped early, Tybura relied on his grappling skills to dominate on the ground. The fight ended at the end of the second round when the doctor deemed Diniz unable to continue due to a severe cut. Tybura's calm approach and ground control earned him a decisive win. David Onama outlasts late replacement Romero. David Onama took on Roberto Romero in a last-minute matchup that turned out to be a thriller. Romero brought speed and aggression early on, but Onama's power and resilience shone through. By the third round, Onama had taken control with his grappling, securing a unanimous decision victory. This marks Onama's third consecutive win, and he continues to be a fighter to watch in the featherweight division. Finally, the legend himself, Jim Miller, made history once again. At 41 years old, Miller secured yet another finish, this time against Damon Jackson. Midway through the first round, Miller locked in a deep guillotine choke, forcing Jackson to tap out. With this victory, Miller extends his UFC records for most wins and finishes, proving he's still got what it takes to compete at the highest level. This was an emotional moment as Jackson laid down his gloves, signaling his retirement after a hard-fought career. A true warrior, Jackson leaves behind a legacy of grit and determination. Closing thoughts. The prelims of UFC 309 delivered spectacular moments that set the stage perfectly for the main event between Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic. With knockouts, submissions, and emotional victories, the early fights have already made this card one for the history books. Don't go anywhere. The main card featuring Jon Jones vs. Stipe Miocic is up next, and we'll have all the coverage and analysis right here on Grip News 2M. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll see you after the main event.